Coming up on Cars and Brownies.
Oh! You holy shit, he dead!
Ed, get excited for taking P1. Alright, starting things off on Dragon's Trail Manufacturers Cup. This is round 2. We qualify 3rd place. Podium, baby. Yeah. We're here starting on wet. It's a really wet track right now. Perhaps I should have started on intermediates, but we're starting with traction control on. We've already made moves into P2, going up the chicane there. Rabbit has spun out. Gave it too much sauce. Let's get it. Gran Turismo beats the wall.
Holy shit, he dead!
Let's go! Let's go! P1, baby, let's get it! We're gonna take 1st place. Celebration dance. One thing I must say, don't get too cocky, especially in conditions like this. You gonna learn it today, that's for sure. First lap, holding it down, looking good. Just gotta stay consistent, 20 laps, and win it all in the beginning. But yeah, the conditions are the way they are. Definitely should have started on the intermediates. This was the first race, I'm pretty sure, of round 2 here at Dragon's Trail. Drive is on our tail here. We are a B-rated driver, so we are in the GT2 class. But at this moment, we have lost communication with the engineers, so we're gonna run this race solo on our own. By lap 5, we're still setting pace, fastest lap, holding it down to CK Racing. Snatches, fastest lap so far in wet. As you can see, the track is somewhat starting to dry out, but on the radar, still very wet conditions coming up. We have 15 laps to go. We're gonna hold it down, but the wet laps are starting to get greasy, and we're gonna understeer out. And it has included in this race. Wet work better in the wet, so I shouldn't be really driving in the dry line. I should be in the wet line, and I should have picked up on that. My Black Evo here, driving in the wet. Still hasn't clued in, but we're gonna lose out into P3, and this is what happens when you kind of drive off the line. And the tires are really greasy right now. We're gonna start understeering, oversteering. A little bit of everything. We're gonna drive the wet line. Try to cool down the tires a bit, but pretty heat cycled at this point down. And Black Evo overshot the brake point. It's gonna say hello to the barrier. We're gonna hold down P2 lap 7. Catch a little bit of air, lose control there. Stay off the curbage. Champion Kerr in the Supra looking to make moves here. Going for the outside shoot. The ideal line, he's got the later brake line, but we got the inside. We're gonna have the faster exit. We're gonna block him off. Hold down P2. But we're gonna start understeering, and gotta have him corrected the brake lines. Greasy tires, pick up on that. And it's still somewhat coming down the rain. Track is still kind of damp and wet, but intermediates are definitely the move to make for this race. End of lap 7. Not too sure what happened with Gran Turismo and not too sure who else there, but let's slow down. We're gonna go back into P1. Can we hold it down for the rest of the race? As we have greasy, wet tires, and it's slowly drying up. Gran Turismo moves back into P1. Can we hold it down? And we are understeering in every fucking turn now. As Robson, the Brazilian, makes move. And at this point, we're gonna shut off traction control. Lap 10 at this point. Barbie Porsche CK Racing makes moves into V3. We are slightly off pace. Our tires are just pretty much shot at this point. I should have looked to the box at this point. Let's see if we do. Nope. We're going to hold it off for another lap. And look at this. We're finding pace somehow, but understeering in the same turns there. The kink turn. And the Supra champion curve finally. This moves on me. Gains a position. We're going to fall to 5th place. Both overshoot there. Conditions are whack. Alright. At this point, it's okay. Time to box. See, Robson, CK Racing had the right idea with the intermediate tires. My wets are shot. Throw those in the garbage. Alright. With a slightly greasier conditions, slightly still damp track, we're gonna go with the mediums. If you wanna keep it in the dry line now, do not want to touch any part of the wet track. Let's some traction off. I still trust Slicks more than he's just a friend and wet. Nonetheless, back to the race, coming out the pit. Lap 12 in 6th place. A couple of these competitors still have not boxed in the top 5. So we shall see. 8 laps to go. As we're coming up on the tail of Doug in the NSX, and no, he's touched a bit of the wet part of the track and he spun out. Not too sure if he's still on intermediate or wets, or if he switched to softs or medium yet. But we are gonna regain into P5 through the kink turn. And there you have it. Gran Turismo is in the pits right now. Can we catch up at this point? Or will he get the undercut? Champion curve boxes as well. Going to gain a position into P4 as we come down the front straight. We are gonna get it. Let's see if we can make moves back into podium at this point. Lap 15. Coming in, looking good. Setting our personal best of a 140, but we're still 3 seconds off. And oh no, we jumped the curb. Another curb, which is still very wet. Spun out. Fall back to 5th. Nonetheless, next lap 16. We're looking fast, on pace to setting the fastest lap. It's a very tricky corner. Very tricky. A lot of trail braking for sure. It's a tight hairpin. As Rabbit overshoots turn that we messed up in lap 5. Same exact Ferrari mistake. We are gonna regain P4. So we're 2 seconds off fastest lap. Gran Turismo with 135. Actually, lap 17, 1 second off. 136. Final lap, still in P4. See what I mean? Got too cocky too early. Too cocky too early. Less. 7/10 up. Looking fast. Are we gonna get the fastest lap on the final lap? The track is looking very dry. Through the S's. Looking smooth. Looking fast. Flying. Gran Turismo sets a 135.2. We're a 10th up at this point. We're looking fast, looking good. Got the flow of the track now that it's dry. Oh yeah. Down the back straight. Tight final hairpin. Short shift out, put the power down. And we're gonna put down a time of 134.8. Blowing the doors off the rest, but just out on the podium. Nonetheless, next race, somehow the POV views of the camera on myself, the file decided to corrupt itself. So nonetheless, I won't show you the whole race, but I want to show you what happened in this race with Cuba. I mean, this incident could have possibly been avoided by myself, but as you can see, he wasn't very much in control of his vehicle. Alright, here we go. I've even slowed it down for you to see. He brakes late, oversteers in. I'm trail braking, still braking at this point. I even pressed a little harder there, just so I could try to avoid him. But you can see the correction on the exit he makes too. I was trying to hold my inside line, so there's a little love tap. It wasn't
a few minutes later.
Incidental, like I didn't mean to do it. Nonetheless, later on in the race, here's Cuba once again. Cuba 305, 15, lap 15. Look what he does.
Holy shit, he did!
Intentionally takes me out. Just rear ends me into the barricade. I don't even know how the car's moving after that. Like, race is done for the both of us after that.
Holy shit, he did!
That's one thing Gran Turismo gotta get together. That guy should be fucking disqualified from Manufacturers' Cup. That wasn't even the first time we've had to deal with that incident. I'll make another video to show you what he does. Round 1, Atlanta. I had to deal with the same shit with him. Other people complaining about him too. He takes out the grid if he has to. Cuba. Nonetheless, final lap. We're gonna go on. We're in 5th place, even though that car should have been a write-off sent into the barricade. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed that. Stay tuned.